You know, as Tom was saying, you know, I think a lot of young actors, they revere you, so they look to you. But the other thing you inspire is impressions, people doing impressions. Now, when people do impressions of you, is it like sort of nails on a chalkboard, or do you kind of enjoy it?
No, I kind of enjoy it, especially if they do it well. So, no, it's great. I love it.
I only ask. No, because any Hiddlestoners watching will know, Tom Hiddleston does impressions. You do impressions of lots of people. So who is in your canon?
It's a expression of admiration, just to be clear.
Yeah.
So I do impressions of people that I admire, and I sort of listen to them. The first time I did an impression that anyone was aware of, I was just telling a story about Midnight in Paris, the Woody Allen film I was in, and how I'd never read the whole script, and I thought it was set in the 20s. And I turned up and I bumped into Owen Wilson, who didn't look like he was in the 20s at all. And I said to him, so wait, hang on, who are you playing? Because I'm playing F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I know Corey Stoll's playing Ernest Hemingway, and we're all playing figures of history. And he went, oh, no. I'm from now. I go back in time. There's a time machine. And, it's kind of cool, and it's kind of woody, and it's kind of awesome.
Very good.
I've been made to do impressions of my fellow Avengers. I think everyone does an impression of Christopher Walken, because he's such an easy kind of... You know, I feel like what this show needs is more cowbell. It depends on what you'd like me to say. Basically, there's no punctuation. Anything that comes out of my mouth. I know whole pages of Heat.
You surprise me.
So there's the scene in the middle of the film, which you'll be familiar with. You were there.
The one person you don't need to explain it to.
So he remembers.
You're very good in this.
He remembers. Yeah. There's a scene in the middle of the film, which is because Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. He's there. Sorry about this. They're separated, like a great thriller. They're separated for the entire film, and they meet twice, once at the end and once in the middle. And it takes place at a restaurant in LA. It's a great scene. It's one of the great pieces of screen acting you can hope to watch. There it is. There's a picture of it. It's like it's a mutual recognition of each other. Anyway, so there's a bit where they sit and have coffee and have tea and talk about stuff. I'm going on, I apologize. Anyway, so Al Pacino, at one point, Al Pacino says this. He goes, so... we're sitting here like a couple of regular fellas. I mean, you do what you do, I do what I gotta do. If I'm there and I gotta put you away, I won't like it. But if it's between you and some poor bastard whose wife you're gonna turn into a widow, brother, you are going down. And then Michael Mann cuts back to the esteemed gentleman at the end of the sofa. What if you do got me boxed in? I'm not gonna put you down. We've been face to face. Yeah. But I will not hesitate. Not for a second. That's my... This is so meta. I feel like I've gone into a parallel universe where
You're playing all these parts.
Yes, I apologize.
No, it's great.
Yeah, I did an impression of Ken Branagh.
That was my favorite scene in the
Was it
movie.
your favorite scene?
Yeah.
It's a
Still?
great...
Yeah. No, but my favorite scene that was written before, not because of doing it, but my favorite scene written in the film.
Yeah.
You know, that.
It's a great piece of writing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
it feels like it plays in two singles in a way. Like
Yeah,
it just,
yeah,
and
yeah.
And it's like the most beautiful game of tennis.
Did you each do lots of takes? Did you do lots of
I
takes?
forget how many takes we did. I don't think we did more than 5 to 8 or 9 at the most. Maybe less.
And you talk about your dreams and you talk about your life. It's so great. It's so great. There's that bit, another bit where you go. Well, you know, he says, Pacino says, "So you never wanted a regular type life." and Bob, may I call you Bob?
Yeah.
Bob says, "What's that? Barbecues and ball games?" Yeah.
Divided by fear. One man must stand alone. Will Smith, Ryan Reynolds, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Toby Jones, in Graham Norton's pants rated R.
That's my ringtone. That's my ringtone. Okay. This is very good, Jamie.
This is
try this one. Try this one, Jamie.
Is there any cockneys in the house? It's got to be, we've got that.
Yeah, Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, you could. So, but try.
Just say that. Say
Quarter pounder.
There you go. See?
Quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder.
With cheese.
Quarter pounder with fries. That's what we'd have it with. You know what I mean?
Quarter pounder with... Okay.
Quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder with... Quarter pounder with fries.
It's like you live in the East End. It's like you're in Walford.
There was a Nigerian comedian that was talking about my performance in the movie, and he said, Will Smith is doing a Nigerian accent in his film, and the haters will say that it is no good. But I think that is not true. I think he sounds like a Nigerian with a concussion.
Yeah, if you do your scared pig, I'll do my St. Bernard. Yeah.
Okay, scared pig. It's really hard to do when you're laughing. Right.
That is very good.
You were doing Chewbacca during the clip.
Was I?
In
Sorry.
time with the Chewbacca thing, just a natural knee-jerk.
That's one of my
You had to
favourite
do it.
Chewbacca moments. It's just that.
And then he leaves, and
Like, so what are we
that's
doing?
it.
Is it true that he didn't bother to... Is it...
What's going on here?
That was it.
I'm doing a Harrison Ford one-man show in the West End. It's a theater reference.
Daisy, you get to use your lovely English voice
I do.
throughout.
I do.
John, not so much.
No. Have an American accent in it.
Do it. He's so good.
No, it's incredible. Your accent is so good.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I tried it in the British, but it didn't work out. I'm a stormtrooper. I'm an air saviour. Didn't work out.
My St. Bernard.
Preparation.
Okay.
Are you all right?
You'll give me fun, sea and sun, hot dog in a bun, kiss me quick, a drink on a spit, a stick, a paddle at a picnic. If it, I can't remember the rest.
No, because you're 4 actors, you know, you all have to do accents. But, Ryan, we don't think of Canadians as having accents, and yet you say...
we do.
You've lost your accent, you would say.
Yeah, I sort of trained myself out of it, but, you know, I go back home and it pops up again. It's,
That's all Ottawa.
Yeah.
I hear that's all Ottawa.
oh, yeah,
That's
right?
Ottawa.
Gets all,
I can
that's
hear it.
Ottawa.
Say about.
It's well, in Canada, it's a boat.
That's what I'm saying. Say it the way you say
What do
it.
you talk about? What are you talking about?
But it's all my, everything is, it's a bad word, but I'm sorry. So you handle everything with, oh, fuck, buddy.
Hello, how are you? You like my English accent? It's very nice. Very well, thank you. Cheerio. So, I like British accents because they're so sexy.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, believers. Yep. Okay. Oh, this is going to be beautiful.
You with the shit. Don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, buddy. That's why I love you. So don't be a dick. Let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Well, the rest of it. Do the music, do the music.
Oh, stay there. I'm enjoying this. Introduce Buddy Tyler. Right. Yeah. It's time for the music.
So, welcome back. You've never been on the show.
Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can't hear what you have said. Then you say, go slow.
Tom Cruise is doing, you know, Jerry Maguire. So they had, the guy sees me read in LA and he says, yo, I want you to go to read for TC in New York. I said, who? TC. I said, all right, Tom Cruise. I was like, oh, Tom Cruise. So I go to read, but as I'm reading, I'm loud. Show me the money. You know what I mean? Right? That's all I'm saying, brother. Show me the money. Right? And so
I know, Tom, it's pretty good. So
yeah.
I thought that was great.
And then, but wait, Tom Cruise reads his line, but it was like this. So I thought he lost his place. Because I couldn't hear him. So I said, we right here. He says, I know, I said the line, I'm waiting on you. I'm like, oh. So now I'm sweating, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I done lost my place, I done went blind, the whole night.
Okay. We're on the Graham Norton show, and I have some friends here.
Oh no.
Quick, I'll be back.
Hasta la vista, baby.
There is no bathroom.
Who's your daddy now? And what does he do?
I'm old, not obsolete.
I'll be back.
It's really embarrassing to do in front of a whole room full of Brits here, but I'll try it anyways. So it's like, honestly, I saw this guy. Honestly, did Michael cheat on me when he was in a beefer? And I was like, because he was telling me, he's like, you know, like, I miss you or whatever. And I'm like, you like, miss me? What am I, your mother?
Last time, as you say, you were here with Harrison Ford before. You did an incredible Chewbacca, but I'm told you also do a Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, no, it's a big sea monster.
I think everyone does an impression of Christopher Walken because he's such an easy kind of...
You know, I feel like what this show needs is more cowbell. Depends on what you like me to say. Basically, there's no punctuation. Anything that comes out of my mouth.
But you do impressions as well, Bradley, don't you?
Sometimes, if you want me to talk, I just, whatever comes into my head, I'll say. I don't know when or what it's gonna be.
Is that your mum?
Christopher Walken, by the way.
No, we're not. So in Family Guy, the characters you do...
Peter, Brian, Stewie, Quagmire, and then a
smattering of others as needed.
And are they all based on people, or you just...
They come from various places. Peter, I knew 1,000 Peter Griffins growing up in New England. I mean, guys who would not think before they spoke, like,
No self-editing mechanism. Everything is in here. It's coming out here with no gateway.
And when you're doing... Because, you know, those characters are in scenes together.
Yeah.
Do you do one line after the other, or do you all do one and then go back and do the other one?
When I do a table read, yeah, I have to jump back and forth. Where it's like,
Hey, what's going on?
oh, hello, fat man.
Oh, Stewie, how are you?
It's a back and forth.
It's good, right? That is good.
I was just telling a story about Midnight in Paris, the Woody Allen film I was in, and how I'd never read the whole script, and I thought it was set in the 20s. And I turned up and I bumped into Owen Wilson, who didn't look like he was in the 20s at all. And I said to him, so wait, hang on, who are you playing? Because I'm playing F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I know Corey Stoll's playing Ernest Hemingway, and we're all playing figures of history. And he went, oh, no. I'm from now. I go back in time. There's a time machine. And, it's kind of cool, and it's kind of woody, and it's kind of awesome.
Very good.
There was a director named Joel Schumacher, who's a very funny man, very tall, very sort of eccentric, and he would direct with a speaker and with a microphone and a speaker. Usually directors will come up and say, hey, he'll be like, okay, and you'd hear this, you know, giant booming voice. And I bolted into this suit. I can't move. And he would literally go, and he would direct you like as if you would have some emotional scene. He would go, okay, people, all right, George, your parents are dead, you have nothing to live for, and action. You up and I go, I'm Batman. And cut. Fantastic experience in
Could you do a Liam? Oh. I bet you do when he's not here. Damn, I should have asked you before he showed up.
I'm doing Ian Paisley. Were us at night.
You do the Cool Whip thing.
The what?
The Cool Whip. No, I feel like Dance Monkey. I feel like I just got a big stick and go,
barking seal. Barking seal, aren't I, Graham Norton? You know, you're an Irishman. You think these people accept you as one of their own, but they don't. They don't accept you at all. Yeah, so, Brian, would you like some Cool Whip?
But why are you saying it like that?
What am I saying? I'm saying Cool Whip.
Oh, you're saying Cool Whip.
Yes, I'm saying Cool Whip.
You're putting a lot of emphasis on the H.
No, Cool Whip. I'm saying Cool Whip.
Say cool.
Cool.
Say whip.
Whip.
I'm Batman. And I'm secretly in love with Superman.
Okay, let's stop. Oh, go on, do one line of Tom.
Oh, what line shall I do?
I don't know.
I feel the need for speed.
That's good. You're good at it.
Do me.
No.
No,
Give me again. No, really.
I used to be able to do Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah, you could.
In fact, sometimes I would call up my agent and say, hello, this is Sean Connery. To Ed Lamato, please. And I'd immediately get through. I said, I'm only kidding, this is Liam.
I do Donald Duck. You do Donald Duck?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do it.
Well, okay, now it's your turn.
Smile the Dragon is back.
He is, yeah.
Christopher.
Finished business.
And I read that as a voice that there isn't. I mean, obviously it's put through treatment and things, but actually it sounds very like what you did.
Oh God, do you want me to do that as well?
If you can.
So, Miranda.
Oh my God.
Is your heart beating faster? Slower?
I was on the wrong side from my mouth.
As Clint Eastwood described, it says, you hit a few marks, you say a few lines. What's the problem?
Very good.
So when you're in a Clint Eastwood movie, you don't even know the camera's rolling, and you just hear over your shoulder, all right, go ahead. And then, you know, you do it, and sometimes you're doing some pretty hot stuff, and you just keep doing it until you hear him say, that's enough of that. And then you move on and you're on to the next setup. It's intimidating as hell.
Please record your personal greeting.
Okay.
To end recording, key 0.
So you press
To start
0,
recording, key
and
0.
read that, and then you press 0 again.
Show me where 0 is.
0 is that one.
Right.
Press that one.
Please record your
Go.
personal greeting. End
I start?
Yeah.
I don't know who you are.
I don't have any money.
Oh, that's so good.
But what I do have are a very specific set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare for somebody like you.
If you don't let my daughter go now, I will find you.
And I will kill you.
Well, Lily Dunham, you do a British accent, don't you?
I've been working on it. But my friends and colleagues don't think it's very good.
I keep the sentences short. It was very good at the beginning. Anne Hathaway, mistress of the accents.
Yes.
Can you do Cockney?
Go on, Anne, give it a go, babe.
All right, love, you want me to give it a go?
Hey! We were talking with Antonio and Salma about, you know, there are difficulties with English when they got to America.
Sure.
But in this tour, this is good. You do a kind of masterclass in accents.
Well, I was trying to get better. I've been a stand-up comedian for like 10 years, and I was trying to get better at it. I thought, what can I get better at? And it's accents. So I've gone away, discovered the secret of doing like good regional accents is you need a key phrase to get you started if you're doing the accent. And once you get that key phrase in your head, then you get started. I could teach you like some accents.
Can you do my accents?
I can't do yours. I could do ones from around Britain. Okay. I could do.
It'll be useful, you see. Because
so in
then
Liverpool.
you could start playing British people, and you know,
sure.
Meryl Streep gets them all now, and you know,
you could be in Desperate Scousewives. So like the Scouse accent. So if you want to talk like someone from Liverpool, you say this phrase. You say, "I want some chicken and a can of Coke." Okay, you got to try it. Okay, you two.
Okay.
I want some chicken and a can of Coke.
I want some chicken and I want a horse.
that is very, very good.
I want some chicken and a can of Coke.
I want some chicken and a can of Coke.
Were you trying to... You sounded like you were trying to be a ventriloquist there. Because then once you say it, then you can say something properly, authentically Scouse. Like you say, I want some chicken and a can of Coke. I'm going on the rob. I've got to get a prezi. It's me gran's birthday. She's 30.
I actually have a story, and I think it's a Cockney accent, I'm not sure. When we were filming Batman, there was this one day we were filming in central London, and Christian was walking to set, and there are these two boys, and they're sitting there, and they're staring at him, and one of them goes, "Oi! You Batman!" And the other one goes, "No, he's not Batman. Look at his teeth."
Whatever that means. Believers, we have a message from your leader.
I love you. Hey, what about... Hey, wait. Hello, how are you? You like my English accent? It's very nice. Very well. Thank you. Cheerio. So, I like British accents because they're so sexy.
How much is it?
It's about £10.50.
is it?
Yeah. How much is it? It's
How much is it?
How much is it? Basically, that's the same thing we say in Long Beach. How much is it?
And one last one for Usher. What have you got for Usher?
It's a cockle. That's how much it is.
Oh, this. Try that.
You got that. Usher's all over this. He's all over it. He's all over it. Go on.
Gentlemen.
That wasn't bad. Do it one more time. One more time.
Gentlemen.
Do you know what I mean?
Gentlemen.
Yeah. Very good. We have to mention Braveheart, one of everybody's famous films. So the Scottish accent in that, how hard was that for you?
It was difficult, but I was up there and immersed among people who all needed subtitles. So I was like, what did you say? And they'd have to repeat it. So eventually it kind of worked its way into my lexicon.
And is it true that Sean Connery helped you?
At dinner one night he did. And we were at Andy Vanya's place, and he's Hungarian, and he made goulash. Now, imagine Sean Connery saying that word. He said, I always have bread rolls with my goulash. Fantastic. So, I've never forgotten it. Goulash.
And actually,
Goulash. Makes you just want to say it, right?
It's good.
Yeah.
I'll teach you another accent from the UK. You want another accent?
One more.
Roller coaster, pooper scooper, oompa loompa, Kawasaki. 4 unrelated words. But if you want to do the Geordie accent, how people talk from Newcastle, those words. Roller coaster, pooper scooper, oompa loompa, Kawasaki. Try. Okay, do the first one. I'll do it for you. Okay. No, we'll do them one at a time. Okay. Roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
Pooper scooper.
Pooper scooper.
Oompa loompa.
Oompa loompa.
Kawasaki.
Kawasaki.
Kanye West.
Huh? Kanye West?
You kind of failed to see his genius, didn't you?
First of all, the way I even met, and I blew it, but I didn't blow it, but it worked out. I know it's not making sense because I haven't told you the story yet, but what happened was that I'm throwing a party for Puff. I throw all these parties at my crib. So I'm throwing a party for Puff, and Jay-Z's there, and Pharrell's a big party. And this kid walks in with a backpack on, and his jaw is busted. And I said, who's that? And they said, that's Kanye West. I said, what do you do? They said, he raps and, you know, he produces for Jay-Z. I said, well, everybody that comes to my house got to perform. I gotta see what this dude had. So I walked up to him and I said, yo, man, they say you do your thing, you know, you rap. And he killed with this freestyle. It was amazing. I said, wow, boy, you're gonna be famous, right? And then he said to me, he said, I have a song that I think that you would be great on if we could go to the studio and do that song. I said, man, what? I'm trying to get in the music business. Let's go, because I wasn't in the music business. And I happened to have a studio at my crib. So we go in the back.
We heard that, yeah.
But the reason I did that because I would throw parties for musical people so I could try to get on a record. So that's why Puff and Jay-Z and all them were there. They didn't know. But we go in the studio, and he says, the song goes, she says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross. I say, I got it. She says she wants some Marvin Gaye and some... He said, yo, what are you doing? I said, well, you know, you don't know R&B. See, I'm an R&B singer. See, I got to put the R&B thing on it. See, I got to do that. He said, don't do that. He said, just sing it simple because it's, you know, it's hip-hop. And I was like, all right. So I sung it begrudgingly, thinking this song is whack. He's not going to make it. It's not going to work, right? So I left, and I went and did a bad movie, and I came back.
But your jacket.
I went and did a bad movie, and I came back.
You really did it, though.
It was terrible.
You really took a chance.
It was horrible. I do this bad movie, I come back and I'm in Miami, and my boy was like, yo, remember that song you said was whack? It's #1 in the country.
Wow.
And so that's how you get it wrong, but right sometimes.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Woo! Well done to you. Michael Jackson was a real hero of yours.
Yeah,
now, so now did you meet him or you didn't meet him? There was
No, I never. No, I talked to him on the phone.
Yeah. So how did that happen?
How did it happen? I was in Paris, and I was with Kenny Ortega. We were promoting High School Musical 3, I want to say it was. I was probably 20, maybe 20, 21 at the time. And we were at dinner, and somehow I was at the head of the table, and Kenny was on the other side of the table, our director, Kenny Ortega. And his phone rang, and I remember I got this look like, you want this phone call? And I was like, okay. So I came over, and I was like, what's going on? And he goes, it's Michael Jackson. I'm like, what? And he hands me the phone, and I was like, hello? And I heard, hi, who's this? And I was like, this is Zac Efron. I'm a massive fan, and I'm an actor, and you're like my hero. And I didn't know what to say. I was like I was just at a loss for words and rambling on. And then he said, that's really nice. Can you hand the phone back to Kenny? So I did, and I was freaking out. Like, I just talked to Michael Jackson. He's my hero. I was tripping. And I sat back down, just a little dizzy, and then all of a sudden the phone rang again, and Kenny answered, and I saw him kind of confused across the table, and he like looked at me again. He's like, "You want to get the phone?" And I was like, "Okay." And he hands the phone to me. He goes, "It's Michael Jackson again." And I was like, oh, "What? Okay." And I picked up the phone. I was like, "Hello?" And he goes, "Oh, this is Zac from High School Musical?" And I was like, yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I love what you do. I'm a huge fan. I love what you do." And I lost it. I just lost it. I lost my balance. I think I fell over into the wall. I was like, "Do you know who I am?" And I just started crying. I was a mess. Like, literally, I was just making a fool out of myself. I like slid down to the floor pathetically and professed how much I loved him. Said, like, "You're my hero. You're the reason I do what I do. Like, thank you so much, Michael, for everything. And thanks for showing me how to dance, how to be, you know, how to believe in myself, how to I don't know, how to shine, you know?" And that made him cry. They were both crying to each other on the phone. And he ended the whole phone call conversation with something along the lines of, "Hey, Zac." And I like stopped crying for a second. He's like, isn't it awesome? And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Dreams really do come true, don't they?" And I was like, I was like, "Michael, you can't say things like that." You're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Lovely to see you. How are you?
It's good, thank you. Nice to see you too.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, again, because I went to see Michael in concert the other day. Yeah, I did. Oh. It was so good. I saw your film as well. It was very good.
It was nice too, because I could see you. There was a point where I was singing, and I looked back, and all I saw you had, I think, a glass of wine in one hand.
Of course I did. Yeah.
And I saw it very clearly, and the other, you were doing this. Hey! And you were dancing, and I thought, yes, he's into it, he's into it.
I was. I loved it. I loved it. Now, you've worked with Jennifer, haven't you?
Yes. I was on her special.
Yeah. Oh.
And we've met up at different functions and things, yeah.
Yep. And have you met Dame Judi Dench before?
No.
We have now.
Hi.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you.
But now, I don't know, does Matthew know that he plays a special part in your life?
No, probably not.
Please, I play a special part in your life.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear this.
Tell us.
Well, I mean, my wife and I sleep with you almost every night.
Yes.
Yes. And every night there's an app called Calm. And I have insomnia. And he has the most beautiful voice. And I turn it on, and I just hear, "Well, hello, everybody." It's me, Matthew McConaughey. I'm going to tell you a bedtime story. And I just do this, oh. I really do. But honest to God, truth about it is my wife, who's from Argentina, she always goes like, "You have the man talking again." The man is talking in the bed again, Mike. It's great, though. I love this. It cost me $80. It was well worth it to have you.
No, we've got a little... Because I just thought it was you reading stories, but you are actually putting people to bed. This is Matthew McConaughey on the app.
But tonight, I hope to send you off to peaceful dreams with that very thing in mind. So let your eyes close and your breath fall soft and slow as we begin our story, which just might rekindle that sense of wonder.
Oh, yeah. Wake up. And Kendrick, you've noticed something about British people and the way they speak that we do a funny thing?
Well,
Well, we think it's
no, I mean, I love every regional accent, every dialect. I'm a big fan.
You're not getting into that scone mess.
Please don't hurt my neck. But I like that because there's so many accents to such a small country, everybody sort of puts on different voices when they're doing little bits and stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a thing where I was checking into a hotel and somebody came out and said, "Oh, do you need help with your bags?" And I thought they were doing a bit. So I went, "Oh, I've been traveling all day, I have no idea." And then they kept talking like that. So I had to, like, slowly transition out of it. And I know that that sounds like an exaggeration of their voice, but then I was back in the country several years later, and they were on TV on Gogglebox, because it was Steph and Dom from Gogglebox.
Is
And
that
they really
amazing?
act like that. So they actually talk like that.
That is hilarious. I never knew that was a real hotel bed and breakfast thing.
Yeah.
But you stayed there.
I stayed there.
Yeah.
And accidentally made fun of them to their face.
Alan, what's that story you have about
Yeah, a very good friend of mine. She was going through a really stressful time, and a lovely aunt said, "Listen, I'm going to get you a head massage." So she went to this clinic, had a head massage. She was in the room, and the woman said, "Can you take your knickers off?" Bit weird for a head massage. Okay, yeah. So she took her knickers off, and she's like that. And then the woman came back in. She was South African. She went, "No, Nicholas."
We call it a necklace. Nicholas, take your necklace off.
Yeah, take your necklace off.
I get it.
Now, you mentioned Bolton in your school.
Yes.
This is so sweet. I haven't seen this picture before. This is you in school, and you've sort of changed a lot and not changed at all. This is you just in there. What were you giving?
Well, that was a play called Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay. It's an Elizabethan play written about Shakespeare's time, and I was playing the young heroine.
But there were girls in the school.
You can't quite see the boy in the sixth form who I was madly in love with. Do you want to try and find him? Brian Oakley.
He's quite handsome, that one.
No. Never mind.
Him? I don't know him. I'm going to struggle. I mean, it's a good game, but I'm not sure I'll get it.
Yes.
He might be just out of shot, I think, yes. Oh, dear. And people obviously get very excited when you go on tour and places rather. So you've got a blue plaque, haven't you? Most people have to die to get a blue plaque. Don't you
Well,
in Liverpool?
I've got a number of blue plaques.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I've got one on the house where I was born, in Burnley, but I did go and visit it on my second only visit to Burnley, because we left when I was 2 months old, and I think they put it on the wrong house. No, this other one is in Liverpool, I think, or Leeds, maybe.
I think it's Liverpool. We thought it was Leeds, but...
I think it's Liverpool.
We think it's Liverpool.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, what was I doing there? I think...
I can tell you what you were doing there. I can tell you what you were doing there. Sir Ian McGillen sat here on table 5 and enjoyed a jack of potato and a latte. That's precisely what you were doing there.
Yeah.
Where? Do you know where that is?
It's on the university campus.
Oh,
in
okay.
the centre of town, yes.
Was it a nice potato?
Liverpool's looking gorgeous these days since they've done it up. Oh, yes. I used to go to Liverpool when I was a kid, and it was a dangerous and dirty and dank place, pre-Beatles, everything. But now, of course, it's spanking. It's terrific.
Oh, it's beautiful now, yes. And in the show, obviously you'll be, you know, as you said, you'll be talking about Shakespeare and doing scenes and things.
Yes.
But you'll be also telling stories about your life and people you worked with. Yeah. There's a story... Actually, Dame Judi Dench tried...
Don't ask me to tell another Maggie Smith story.
No.
Every time I see her, she says, "You've not been doing me again."
Now you've done her again.
No,
It is traditional at this point in the show, when John Bishop is on the couch, to turn to the Americans to say, "Understanding anything."
Yeah, no.
No,
I'm getting it all.
Are you getting it all?
understand
Okay,
everything. Oh,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Good, good.
He said
Is
he
there
was
a
in the
bell?
Fellowship of the Ring. Something about a picture. Something about a picture.
Because talking of accents, this is a weird thing. So, Chris Pratt, this seems so unlikely that you have now learned how to do the voices from Towie.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Well, we love that garbage TV back in the States. My wife was crazy about it, and when I was here filming Guardians, we shot Guardians of the Galaxy here in London, and my wife, Anna, came out to visit, and she fell in love with this show, Towie, The Only Way is Essex. It's this show that's like basically their Jersey Shore. It's the Jersey Shore from here. It's like this town somewhere, Essex, I guess, and these folks are just like the worst. And it was like I'm a parrot a little bit, and so when I hear it all the time, I just started picking it up and started like I could pick up their accent and do their accent a little bit. I'm okay. This is gonna sound. This is really embarrassing to do in front of a whole room full of Brits here, but I'll try it anyways. So it's like, honestly, I saw this guy. Honestly, did Michael cheat on me when he was in a beefer? And I was like, because he was telling me, he's like, I miss you or whatever, and I'm like, you miss me? What am I, your mother? That's the only accent I can do.
That will never be useful. Never be useful. But that's very good.
Now I want to watch the show.
It's good.
I love the fact that you spent months in England and that's what you talk about.
I've read, Will, that you have this amazing amount of music that you haven't released, but tracks with extraordinary artists like Michael Jackson and Prince and people like that. Will you ever release those tracks?
No, because, especially artists like Michael Jackson, where working with Michael Jackson is his critique and his 2 cents. So, without him guiding on completing it, it's not my right to do that. He was a friend, so I wouldn't do that.
And what was the story that you brought Michael Jackson and Prince together? Yes. You brought Michael Jackson and Prince together.
Yeah, so one time we had a show in Vegas, and Michael Jackson called. Hey, what's Michael? Like, hey, Mike. Yeah, so I heard you guys are doing a show tonight. Yeah, we going at 9 o'clock. Oh, rats, I gotta put the kids to sleep. So I was like, well, I'm performing with Prince later on at 12. So anyways, Michael came to see me rock with Prince. And it was a magnificent night to see. It was me, Chris Tucker, and then watching me, Chris Tucker, Michael Jackson, watching Prince rock on stage. So to make a long story short, Prince steps off the stage and plays the bass in Michael Jackson's face. Just rips the freaking bass in 10 different pieces. Make a longer story shorter, Michael Jackson leaves and goes home and says, meet me in the house for breakfast. So I go to his house for breakfast, knock on the door. First words he says, why was Prince playing the bass in my face?
What was your answer to that, though? Because he's funky?
Like, no, Prince, he's just being nice, No, Prince, he's always been a meanie.
Don't stay there. I'm enjoying this. Introduce Buddy Tyler. Right. It's time for the music.
Very good.
An ear, don't we? I mean, it's either music or it's voices or tones of voices. I mean, I used to muck around with dictaphones at school for ages and just, do interpretations or impersonations of people and create characters. And it's just sort of having an ear. It's part of what we do, I guess. I mean, even if it's not a real person, just to imitate or have empathy with a state or a human being of any general
You were doing Chewbacca during the clip.
Was I?
In
Sorry.
time with the Chewbacca thing, just natural knee-jerk.
That's one of my
You had to
favourite
do it.
Chewbacca moments. It's just that... I could do that. I mean,
And I know it's stating the obvious, but Benedict is pretty good at acting.
The screening...
I know.
The last time you did me, and you were very good. You did my laugh very well.
That was great.
Yeah. Last time, as you say, you were here with Harrison Ford before. You did an incredible Chewbacca, but I'm told you also do a Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, no, it's a big sea monster. Terrible. You don't make much money out of doing a good Jar Jar, let me tell you that. The most loathed character of any franchise ever. Rightfully so, in my opinion. But yeah.
And Smaug the Dragon is back.
He is, yeah.
At Christmas.
It's a finished business.
And I read that as a voice, that there isn't... I mean, obviously, it's put through treatment and things, but actually, it sounds very like what you did.
Oh, God. Do you want me to do that as well?
If you can.
So, Miranda.
Oh, my God.
Is your heart beating faster? Slower than before?
Oh, wow. I was on the wrong side from my mum.
I don't know whether it's aroused or terrifying.
I don't get to
It's
spat a lot at
arousing
her then.
and terrifying in equal measure. I'm very confused right now.
I'm confused.
Were you aroused at that?
My hand went towards the heart. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very busy week.
What have you been doing?
Just celebrating.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
I've got something for you.
Really, Michael?
Yeah. Don't let this out. It was your birthday on Tuesday, wasn't
Michael, you shouldn't have. You should. I'm embarrassed now. It's a beautiful birthday. Thank you so much. Oh. It's a lovely card with a picture of Michael on the front. Now, is this one of the? This is one of the talking cards. Isn't it?
Open it.
Okay, let's have a listen. Let's have a listen.
Now listen, it's your birthday, and not a lot of people know that. So here's your card, and remember, you're only supposed to blow the candles out.
That sounds really good to me. Is that a good one?
Oh, yeah, it's a good impression, yeah. But the best impression of my voice I've heard is Tom Hanks.
Really?
He did it on the Late Show in New York, yeah. I saw him, I was surprised. Well, I know Tom Hanks, and he never done it for me.
And do you know there's this shortcut to say your name as the way the impressions?
Yeah.
People say, you say, my cocaine.
Yeah.
Like the drug, but loud.
Yeah, but I'll tell you a story about that.
Oh, yes.
I was making a picture in the Philippines, and I'm in Manila, and we were invited to this very, very posh, expensive house to a party. And I'm being introduced to people and standing, getting a drink and all that. And the hostess is standing over there, and she's looking at me rather nastily, considering that I'm a guest, you know. And there was a moment when I was a bit free, and she went... So I went over her, and she said, "Are you a drug dealer?" I said, "No. Why do you ask?" She said, "Why is everybody calling you my cocaine?" You know that story's true because you couldn't make it up.
A lot of people at the party going, "Where's my cocaine?"
Over there. I said, "Not you."